Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jesvano and I'm happy to have you back again to my channel. So this is just going to be a very quick video. I'm not here to bore you. Just want to share this video that I came across. I learned a lot of things from that video and I decided to share it with you because I believe you're going to learn something if you watch that video to the very end. A lot of us have been making a lot of mistakes in life, and as a result it has cost us our job. Basically, the mistake is the mistake we make at our place of work, and then it has cost us our job. Okay, so I watched this video and this lady really made a lot of sense. She made a live video talking to her fans on how to relate with people that you work with, your colleagues at work. Basically, what she was saying is that your colleagues at work are not your friends. The earlier you understand that, the better for you and the best for you. Your colleagues at work are not your friends. They are your colleagues. So be careful of the kind of information you sell out to these people. They can, one day say something that will cost you your job. And you know what it is like staying out of job for a month, 2 months, and what it's like getting another job, especially when you have a good job, a job that you cherish so much. Be very careful. Please watch this video to the very end. I learned something from her live video and I thought I should share it with you. Please watch it to the very end. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Please turn on the notification button. I share interesting videos that will teach you a lot of things. Please watch this video.
Hey y'all, if this is your first time catching one of my lives, my name is Glenda Roberts. I am a hiring manager, a corporate VP in senior leadership. I am an ICF certified career coach, currently pregnant with hopefully this live. So hopefully this live, hopefully the connection is good because I'm at the grocery store, y'all, as y'all can see. Trying to hurry up and do this live before I get home to my husband, y'all. So I just did, hey y'all, just did a post about my coworkers are not my friends, okay? Too many of us are getting too comfortable sharing personal information at work. And I cannot tell you how many stories I'm hearing where we share or overshare information in the spirit of connecting and, trying to, build rapport. And I get it. Listen, I have been to my coworkers' weddings. I have been to cookouts, house parties. I have been for drinks after work. I have been to showers. I get it. I'm friendly with my coworkers. I hang, we cool, but I'm always clear and I never get it twisted, the relationship that I have with my employer. Okay, so I am very careful about the information that I share. I'm very careful about what I share, especially when I'm upset. Y'all, there's some stuff that can go down at work, will piss you off, right? Like just completely just seeing red. But that is the time to vent, but not vent to your coworkers, right? Vent to your spouse, vent to your friends, vent to your boo, your partner. Don't vent to your coworkers, because let me tell you what has happened to me, right? Like all of a sudden, in your performance review, you are getting subjective feedback about your attitude or your not being a team player or your communication. Hey, this is what I think you need to work on. We want to work on your communication. We want to work on your team player or your teamwork, competency, and all these subjective views of your performance. Where is this coming from? Where is this coming from? Right? And I've had to literally address things like this, and had to kind of take a pause and go, Glenda, wait a minute, be careful about what you're sharing. Be careful about who you're sharing it with. Be careful about how you're sharing at work, because at the end of the day, it's a business relationship. So I never am unclear about the type of relationship that I have with my employer, right? So I'm not saying not be friendly. I'm not saying to, not be cool. Listen, your coworkers could be super, super cool. That's fine. They can be cool, but be careful who you trust, right? Be careful who you're sharing information with. Be careful who you vent to, and be careful of what you share, right? That's all I'm saying. You know, someone said, say it again. Hey, Tamika! Someone said that's totally true, or work on your emotional intelligence. How many of us have heard of people, or maybe it's happened to us, where all of a sudden you got to work on your emotional intelligence? All these leaders, now mind you, when you're talking about promotions, pay raises, and bonuses, and stepping into higher leadership, these are the subjective things that can work against you. Again, because you're working with people. We're not working with machines, right? We're working with people who have perceptions, right? And so what we want to do is guard and protect our brand. You know, people will have all kinds of definitions of what brands are, and that's fine. My personal definition is what people know my value to be. And I'm very careful about protecting, I'm fiercely protective of my value at work and what people know my value to be. So no, someone's comment, I'm gonna have to pin it. On that video, she was saying how she's very careful about not getting into workplace gossip. So when someone is starting to go gossiping about somebody else, she's like, I'm not talking about this. I'm not getting into this conversation. And she was saying how someone was trying to get information about how she is in her personal life. Her coworker was trying to get some tea on her, probably to talk about her, you know? And she was like, listen, I understand what's going on in this game. And I'm like, I'm not playing this game. We're not playing this game. So good for you. For those who are very protective, good for you. And I talk to so many people who are like, well, you don't understand because my job is just different. We like help each other out. We're really cool. And I get it. I really get it. I really do. I'm just saying, be careful, because the people that you think you can trust the most, maybe the people that's leaking information. Oh, you know, Glenda was really, really upset about what you said and what this new protocol is. I'm like, I really think she's not really, really excited about this new initiative. I'm like, I'm not sure. Like all that chatter is happening because we are too talkative. We're running our mouths too much. We're sharing too much. And even with your personal time off, your manager and your coworkers don't need to know why you're taking time off. Every little nitty gritty thing about what you're doing on your time off, they don't have to know that. Like when you're putting in your request, just say vacation, sick day, time off. You don't have to go into this whole long explanation of why you don't feel well and what happened and you got food poisoning or the child is all these different things. And we as women tend to really, it's really hard. It seems like it's harder for us to not overshare. It seems like we have a tough time, more so than anyone, with oversharing information. So I'm telling you, don't feel obligated to overshare. And I get it. Sometimes you're like, oh, it's just friendly. We're just connecting. We're just chatting. Hey, look, run your career however you want to run your career. I'm just telling you the things that have worked for me in my career. I'm telling you, what I do, and I'm telling you what's brought a lot of peace. And a lot of just, and then it's what's helped me not be as frustrated. You know what I mean? I said, even those people like to see you shine, but not brighter than them. And that's, unfortunately, that can be true in some spaces. It can be true, but you would never know it, right? Because everyone's so cool and we're chummy and we're smiling and we're laughing and we're gacking, especially after hours, right? Because I've spent time with coworkers after hours and we all cool, but I'm like, oh, I'm not oversharing information with you. No, I'm not. You don't got to tell them the nitty gritty about what's going on with your relationships, what's going on with your man, what's going on with your girl, your spouse, every little nitty gritty thing about your kids. You don't have to do that. Just really be careful about the information that you share. Social media makes it overshare. Yeah, it does. You're right. You can still have a career if we don't build meaningful. Can you still have a career if you don't build meaningful relationships at work? You absolutely can build meaningful relationships without sharing personal information that can come back to bite you. So I'm so glad that you asked that question, Because some people think, okay, in order for me to build meaningful relationships, I got to share every little nitty gritty thing about my personal life. Let me give you a prime example. Someone asked me on a Q&A, and I posted this a few weeks ago, about the fact that, listen, I told y'all I'm almost 7 months pregnant right now with my first child. She asked a question about, hey, and I just got a promotion, by the way. Pregnant in senior leadership with a promotion, right? She was asking me, I want to get a promotion too, but I also want to plan a family. How do I have a family and still go for promotion? So basically she was thinking that she wasn't going to be considered for leadership if she, is pregnant or wanting to start a family. Why do you feel like you have to tell your employer that you want to start a family? Tell me why. Tell me why. Why do you feel like you need to tell your manager and your coworkers that you are trying for a baby? Why do you feel like you need to do that? You don't have to do that. Focus on the work, focus on doing the job in excellence, focus on making sure that what you're doing is documented and that you're getting recognized for the work that you're doing, your skills, not just the tasks that you're completing, but your skills. Focus on those things. You don't have to share that information. That's not something that they have to know. So I know I didn't share every nitty gritty thing about my family plans and my future plans about my life. Why? You know why? Because your life and your career is bigger than one job. At least that's how I feel about my career. My career is bigger than one job. My life is bigger than this space that I'm in, that may be 1, 2, 3, 4 years, whatever. So don't limit your thinking to this one job when it comes to your career, when it comes to your life. My family life is not centered around my job. That's why I don't do it. Because I've put proper boundaries in place, and I've recognized that this is a business transaction here. You're not giving me any opportunities. You know how people say, oh, they're giving you an opportunity. I don't care that they've paid for your schooling. I've had that. I don't care if that they've paid for your MBA. I've had that with an employer. I don't care if that they're paying for your certifications. I don't care that you're going to trainings and all these different things. They're not doing that out of the kindness of their heart. They're not doing that just because you're just such a great, amazing person. Sorry to tell you that. They're doing that for them. That's an investment in their company being better, not you. They're doing that so that you can build your skills to make them more money. This is not charity here. So take the information, take the skills, take the training, take the schooling, and use it to build your career beyond the job. That's what I do. That's what I suggest that people do. Because again, it's a business transaction. So when it's time to leave, no, I don't have this overwhelming misplaced loyalty to my employers. No, I haven't. Every time I've left, it's been, listen, my commitment and my loyalty was to do the job in integrity for as long as I'm here. And when it's time to go, I'm gone. That's loyalty. I'm going to do my job in excellence. I'm going to do my job in integrity. You're going to make a lot of money because of my skills, because this ain't charity here. You're getting paid. You're paying me for skills, and I am selling my skills to you. This is a business transaction. And when the business transaction and in that timeline and that partnership is over, I'm out. It's that simple to me. But we get so caught up in the feels of everything. And I think we do ourselves a disservice when we get too feely in our business relationships with our employers. Because at the end of the day, it is business. When it's time for them to restructure, and it's time for them to phase out departments, and it's time for them to lay off people, where the feels at? I don't know where the feels are because they're not present. I've had my job phased out before. I've lost my job. I've been a product of a restructure. And I didn't get the warm and fuzzies. I got the, hey, this is what we got to do. Why? Because it's business. Okay? So I don't want us misunderstanding the system that we're in, okay? And we can absolutely make our workplaces work for us, which is what I'm about on the Biz Slayer. On this platform, all the strategies that I share, I do. I don't tell you something that's just theory that sounds good. I'm telling you the stuff that's worked for me and that's helped me skip levels exponentially to the point where 6 years ago, I keep saying this, couldn't get a management job if it saved my life. And then I had to realize, wait, there's some things that I'm missing here. There's some strategies here that I'm missing here. And when I learned those strategies, I catapulted 6 years from can't get a management job, can't get anybody to hire me as a manager, to now being in senior leadership. How did that happen? I'm the same degrees, same skills. I'm the same person, but the only difference is I got really wise about first of all, the relationship that I have with my employer, what I was communicating in terms of my value, how I was communicating, and realizing that I wasn't articulating my value well. And I didn't see the relationship for what it is. This is business. So it's not, oh, I should have been, I've been here so long. You guys know what I'm doing. I'm doing all this work. I'm producing, and I should get this promotion. It doesn't work like that, y'all. It doesn't work like that. Okay. I'm going to show you and share with you how it works as we continue on this journey together. Okay. It says, I spend so many hours at work. It's like I live there sometimes. Listen. Hey, there are ebbs and flows when it comes to our career. Sometimes if you're working on a project, listen, I get it. I've had to spend extra time working on a project. That shouldn't be the norm. That should not, I'm telling you what I know. That should not be the standard. That should not be the expectation that you're working like 12, 14, 15 crazy hours every single day. No, that shouldn't be the case. I go into work with an open heart, mind, and mouth. Please help. Oh my goodness. And I'm not trying to tell y'all not to be nice and not to be kind and not to be, I'm not saying that. I don't want y'all to think that. That's why I'm on this live here. I'm not saying not to be nice. I'm just saying, just be careful about sharing every little piece of information, okay? Especially when you're upset. When you are upset, sometimes if a coworker is calling you about something that happened, what a manager did, or what an initiative that came down the pipeline that everyone is like pissed off about or angry about, you don't have to answer that call right then and there, because you're upset, you're angry, you're all in your feels. You don't have to answer that call. You don't have to respond to that coworker. Take a moment so that you don't say something that can come back to bite you. That's all I'm saying. Use wisdom in what you share. I'm not telling you not to connect. All I'm saying is use wisdom, okay? There are coworkers that push for it. What would you say to coworkers like that? Listen, keep it business. Oh, y'all, let me tell y'all. I'm going to give you a quick tip, and then I got to go. I'm going to give you a quick tip. Someone says, say it again for the people in the back. When did you master this skill? How many years? Woo! Y'all getting the benefit of me being, I'm a 20-year veteran in my career. I ain't new to this, okay? So it's taken me a while. It's taken me a while to get to this point, and it shouldn't take you 20 years, okay? Is what I'm telling you. How about it doesn't take you as long as it's taken me to get to this point, okay? I have a lot of wisdom for a reason, because I may look young. I'm 43. I'll be 43 in a month. I keep saying I'm 43, but I hadn't turned 43 yet. I'll be 43 on May 12th. So how about we don't take as long as Glenda has taken to get to where she is right now? Because I don't think it has to take 20 years. I really don't. But it's taken me 20 years. But it don't have to take you 20 years, okay, to get to where I've gotten. Oh my goodness, we're going to talk about what you do when you're denied a raise. Again, you got to understand the system that you're in. Understand what's in it for them, what's in it for you, and how to articulate that. Okay, so we'll talk about that. Let me give y'all a quick tip, and then I'm going to go. Someone said Tara Rose said, no one is your friend at work. Keep your personal and work life apart. Definitely, I do. Some people don't. Listen, run your career how you want, but this is what has worked for me. Let me tell you guys. When someone is asking you personal information, like say they want to know like why you're like on sick leave or taking a sick day, or what you're doing on your vacation, and maybe you don't want to share what you did on your vacation because you got whatever, for whatever reason you don't want to share why you took off, or where you're going, or what you're doing, or whatever. You can simply say, oh, that's personal, but thank you so much for being my backup. Here's what I've put in place to make sure that nothing has slipped through the cracks. Let me know if you have any questions about my backup plan. Bring it right back to business, y'all. You don't have to be apologetic about not wanting to share information. So make it very matter of fact and say, oh, that's personal. Make it real quick. That's personal, but you know what? Thank you so much for being my backup. Or that's personal, but here's the plan that I've put in place to make sure nothing has slipped through the cracks. Let's go over that plan just to make sure that we're all on the same page. Bring it back to business. That's a really, really quick tip that has helped me a lot. It keeps it out of the feels. It makes it a non-issue, a non-factor. It happens so fast, I don't even know what hit them. Do it so smooth and so quickly that it's like, oh, okay. You control the narrative of the conversation. Don't let other people control the narrative of the conversations. Don't let them have the upper hand. You control the narrative. It's your information. It's your business. I'm keeping this power here. Stuff like that, okay? Something as simple as that. Something that you don't want to share, always bring it back to the business. Immediately, quickly, bring it back to the business. Okay? Does that help? That's one little tip that I have. Okay? All right, y'all. I got to get back to my husband. I do not add coworkers to my social media. I don't either, child. Account until after one of us leaves. I know I have some people that I got some former people that reported to me that follow me on Bitslayer. Hey y'all, and we got good relationships. So I'm all for them following me because they know the stuff that I tell y'all is stuff that I've told them. Whether they listen or not is something else. But I had some dope people that reported to me, and I got a dope current team right now too. But no, I don't add people on my social media. My current coworkers are not on my social media. I have not added my current coworkers to. Even then, I add them primarily after I leave, not necessarily them. I don't either, but that's just my best practice. That's just my best practice. Never learned this much from the grocery aisle. Oh, thank you so much. I think it's Jelaine. Thank you so much, Jelaine. It's a pretty name. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Thank you for wishing me well in my pregnancy, y'all. Oh my goodness. I'll be huffing and puffing because my little girl, it's a little girl. I'm having a little girl and she's kicking, literally she's kicking right now. And she's, sometimes she kicks me in my chest. Sometimes she kicks me in low parts. So I don't know. She might be, I'm 6'2", y'all. I don't know if y'all know, but you see how tall I am next to this, the top of this aisle here. I'm 6'2", so I think my child, she may be tall. I don't think she's gonna be as tall as me, but I think she's gonna be tall. My husband is not as tall as me at all, but I think she's gonna be tall. I just don't think she's gonna be as tall as me. So she may be stretching out in the penthouse in my womb because it's a lot of room here, considering how tall I am. And someone said, yes, we need to make those mistakes to be better. Absolutely. I think it's Abraham. Yes, absolutely. We do. We sometimes that, bumping your head, you learn from bumping your head. But, there's a principle that I learned. There's a scripture in the Bible. I'm a Christian, y'all. I'm a God girl. And there's a scripture in the Bible that talks about basically other people's mistakes is the best teacher, not your mistakes, not learning from, pain, learning from other people's pain is a better teacher. I don't need to be strung out on drugs to know I don't want to be, on drugs, Listening to other people's stories can save you a lot. Okay, so if I can help you and save you some time and some pain, at least in this area, because you're gonna bump your head in a lot of different areas, but if I can save you some time and save you some heartache and put you ahead faster, that's what I'm here to do. Okay, thank you for
watching to the very end. Bye. I'll see you in my next video. Please do not forget to subscribe to my channel. I'll be dropping more interesting videos, and I assure you that you're going to learn a whole lot if you turn on the notification button to be one of the first to receive my video. Bye. Cheers. Love you guys.